back to the Dion Gaming channel. You already know that I'm actually playing Emergency Arena and I'm waiting for Hytale to come up. I do come into the game. I'm reclaiming my farm in 2 days once my friend get like at least 45 spec into his farming, which is Google, which allowed him to do more three of the farm, maybe with fully of his main and just a bit of his ults on focus until he gets to 60 out of 60, which he can do it all on his main. I'm making this video because I want to give thanks to Jona. But first, before I do that, I do go in. My future in the game is just I go in, I do my 3 days arena with Oleg, one of the guild leader in DD214, and at the same time I skip all the money that I can and help out to them. This is basically what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to use my farming to get premium. Because you get like 9 mil a month for now. I will do my farming to get premium, and then after premium, any money that I get is going to go straight to the guild. So that's going to be my plan in here. I'm not like I said, I did say I was quitting and stuff like that, and it just reached that area. I may play here and there sometimes and stuff like that, but I'm focusing right now a little bit on MGT Arena, and I'm waiting for Hytale to come up. This video is, I have to do it very quickly, hopefully less than 20 minutes. It should be, because I have to help my guild down here, move some stuff out with escort. I don't have to worry about showing you guys this because by the time I post this, we're already done with that shit. So I want to give thanks to my boy Jona. I never give too much appreciation on Jona 7689. The guy was, how do I put it? Not a god, but you know, like he was the informative in Abby Online. My core run was based on some of his information and stuff like that, and I'm stupid. I did not get to actually give him any credit for this, so I want to put this out there. When I did the core run, he is the one who told me that T5 and T6 during that area, because I was doing T7, T8, and I saw everyone do T7, T8. The guy told me that we did 5 runs in T5, we didn't get dived. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go back to T5. So I lost 12 mil in T7, and then at T5 I went ahead and did a couple run, and we didn't get dive. We did get dived in Mercia, but we did not get dived in Fort Sterling. So I found out that Fort Sterling was the best place to do T5 without getting dived. So T5 and T6 came way later. T5 duo, because I found iron. There's a story about that. The story that you never do and stuff like that. There's a story. Basically, I grabbed someone who was dying too much with me. He was T5. I was T7, I think. Yeah. 7.1, 7.2, 7.1 or 7.2 I brought into the dungeon because that's what the guild told me to bring during that time, and I said after I lost 12 mil, I said I'm not going back. We went to T5, did duos, then we tried to bring a third person, did 3-0, and I earned so much money that I was able to buy them the gear. I brought my iron 7.2 with a bunch of gears, and then I bought a lot gear from my boys Z-Max, then Jericho, then you know everybody who came into the run would get a bonus. And they can only use those weapons for my run only. I know some people got the weapon and ran. That's fine, I didn't care. But there's some people who did stay in the core run, and the core run was established. And the core run was established because of the information that, again, no T5 was getting dived. Now, it was low dive in Mercia. You would get like 2 or 3 dives, and it's not like very common. But in Forstorlin, sorry, I keep saying Forstorlin because of the new parking portal in Cumbriaa, Sidburry. There was like literally almost close to 0%. If I say any percent close to that, it would be like 1%, because one person dived us and he got his ass kicked. So during that time is where all the rumors came out where T5 and T6 is actually as good as T6, T7, T8 because it was interrupted. It was safe versus T7, T8. And there's a video about that. Again, the story that you never knew, and then a bunch of other things. So what about Jonathan 7689? Well, when I did all my runs and I had those information being related to me, such as, hey man, I found a video for the boss, for the 5th floor boss of this one, and I would look at the video and say, oh, this is how we did it. And then there was a video about the Spectre, and then there was another video about the Morgana and stuff like that. And then a video about the where is the next one? This one, which was the Shadow Mask, the 5th floor super legendary boss. And basically, look, it's 3/20/2019. Right at the start of the random dungeons, they already found a 5th floor. I was jealous, of course. But look, if you actually click on the video and you actually look down, right at the beginning of the video, you'll see that there's me and him texting. And we're going, it's like, you guys, how many times you died? 4 or 5. So what's going on? You can't healing? He keeps spawning so many spawns. But I think we got it. We know how to actually do it. Basically, he spawns, at a certain point, he spawns the boss. And when he does that, I'm sorry, he spawns the ads. And when he does that, everybody should be out except the tank. The tank can stay. Unless the tank coordinated and he can be out. And I don't think he'll spawn any ads or something like that. So this is the reason why I was able to come invite some players into the dungeon and tell them, hey, the boss is going to get half health of the second bar. And during that time, we leave Iron tank it alone. And as soon as that half health goes to like completely gone, the 2 bars of the boss is gone, he summons the 1 ad, and then we went back to it. We cleared it. We only had died 1 or 2 times in here. And then we died 0 time after they coordinated, me being the leader, coordinated how to do the killing of this boss. Telling them, guy, everybody run out, big hots on Iron, and then summon the boss, then get back to the, summon the ads, get back to the ads. He does it like 2 times, and that's it. We finish the ads and stuff like that. And then that's when we realized this can be 2 or 3 men, and I got pissed because we do try to 2-3 men some of the bosses that we can do it, some of the boss we can't do it, but as you see right here, some of the boss you can't do it, and basically we did it. It was just me, Iron, and Kaiten. And basically many of the information and stuff like that of the 5th floor bosses came from Jonathan, and I didn't appreciate him. I didn't even fucking give him any credit, which I feel really, really bad right now. I mean, I haven't talked to him in a long time, but this guy gave me information of 5.2, 5.3 math if it was worth to buy it. When he did T7 and T8, he gave me how much of a dive it was. He was telling me these guys were diving with the Galatine, with the stupid mage delay thing, Galatine to the bottom, and then AoE, and then they all died and stuff like that. And he was giving me all this information, which allowed me to say to myself, hey guys, we created the core run. We're sticking with the T5, T6. If you guys want to go T7, move into a new guild. It's fine. You can be in different guild. Everybody who is here except Magus comes from Bacon's. This is my rule. I will buy you some gears. If you guys stays with me, and please use my gear. If you're going to go to T7, T8, do not use my gear or you're out of the run. That was my core run back then. So many information was being translated between him and I. I do have to censor some of these because they're personal information between him and I and stuff like that. But when he came into running, I was like, hey, listen, dude, T6 runs duo. Look how much money we're making. Obviously, right now it doesn't matter. After free to play, all this shit got nerfed to the bone. This costs 100,000 now. It's disgusting. And then I told him, hey, look, this is what with 25.7 mil, I made 60 mil. Understand that I made 60 mil. But that's not when, if you look at the story you never knew, I actually bought gears to all my runs. I bought gears that cost 600,000, 560,000, 500,000, and a full set of gear. Like Iron, I bought actually, later on I'll show a picture that I actually bought him the helm, the chest, the 7.2X, which never got lost until the time that we left, and I think we still has it. We left and we never saw each other again. All my core run, when I quit, we never saw each other again, except Magus. Magus and I keep talking in here and there and stuff like that. So I bought all these gears, all they highlighted, and I would tell him about it. And then my boy was trying to make money and stuff like that. And I told him, it's like, hey, you can do 5 points. T5, T6, no problem. You don't have to do T7, T8. Yes, they will really kill you. Again, look at the freaking story about the investment. About the story you never knew. You can get ridiculed, but it doesn't freaking matter. Look how much money I'm earning, dude. In T5 and this is all T5 right here. This is not even T6. So look how much money I'm earning and stuff like that. And then I told, look at my boy getting lucky. He got, look, you see, it's Iron right here on the name. He got this from the damn freaking chest, and he sold that for like 1.9 mil. Seriously? I was like, yo, this guy, if I made 60 mil, I think Iron made 80 mil. That's how I'm gonna put it. Me and Iron was doing duos and such and such, and I was sharing information. He was share. I'm dying. I'm dying. Too much talking. I'm dying. And then I tell them that for making money, he says, want to try duo, but I kind of want to try to skip mobs and do all bosses just as quick silver, because I already was sharing him that me and Iron was doing straight into the boss. We did 1 hour before reset. That's where the random dungeon was derived from. When I taught player this on some of the players on the March 25, I told players I would tell you how to do this if you all promise me that you will not share this information, because if it gets nerfed, I am not sharing any new information with you guys. Oh, fuck you. Basically, that's what I was saying to them. So the information, how you may see that my core skip run was way into the future, but everything that I was teaching into the game was in March 20 to March 25 and upper. So this players, I told him, say, listen, this is how you do it. You can grab a Greater Nature if you want, but the Druid is the best. This is how you heal it. You can have emergency heal with the Graveguard and stuff like that. That was not bad. If you actually go into the, like, if you go, for example, online, and you drive into random dungeon skip run, random dungeon skip, right? And then you look at all this right here. You'll find 1 and 2 months ago. When was that 2 months ago and stuff like that? So you have a skip run stuff of someone talking about it. And when was this? Which you see is, I don't know if the player is using Greater Nature here, I'm not sure. That looks like a Greater Nature staff. Yeah, it's a Greater Nature staff. It looks big. I think it's a Greater. Okay, I think it's Greater, or it's not. This was done on April 4, 2019. Sorry, buddies, or everybody from YouTube channel. Mine was actually at March 25, where I was sharing everybody in secret. But it seems that everybody was actually not keeping that fucking secret and sharing it with everybody. Which then I made the core run, and then showed it to the whole world how to do it, because I quit. you gotta reveal the secret after you quit, right? Doesn't matter if it gets nerfed. So this was actually done way before most people actually knew it. And the way I found out how to do it was in a T7, one of the Bacons, when we went to, I think it was Cred Dub, I think? Oh no, 9, it's up northwest of Cred Dub, I think. There was one there where Oops always stay there, and some other type of guild stay there diving constantly. So what happened in one of the dungeon is that we got dived, and I was able to run through all the mobs and heal myself without dying. So the skip run came as a mistake. I was able to see myself being healed, and I survived one time. But then when I came back again to help the players, I died. So that's where the skip run originated. It was a mistake, basically. So many information that this guy and I was sharing, and I was telling him, look, I'm making 2.8 mil, dude. I'm buying gears for my friends. I am literally getting like everything, dude. When I got to one point that he asked me about the runs and stuff like that, I told him that if I scroll down, damn, I posted that a couple of times. Scroll. There it is. I told him that, hey, listen, I literally just joined this guild on the 3rd month of creating of the Bacons. The guys, for example, Will Stop for Cash stopped doing my runs. He was with me. That's how we gained the 19 mil. And then stopped doing mine and went with T9. The T9 players, sorry, T8. The T7 and T8 players, it's like Medellin, and this is actually a great present. Never got to see him again. Him and there was another one around here, I forgot, was doing these runs, and they were getting like 50 mil. What I, in the old timer, during that guild, I passed him. I went to 21. And then during the time, look, I was doing 15 mil. And Sir Nicolin was doing 9. Will Catch was doing close to me, but he stopped. Z-Mac was one of my runs. Melodin was one of the guys who did not came to my run. It was one of the guys that I was with in T78 and such. Versus Turtle, same and such. And look, and I said, like, look, K-Team is just arrived into it, and we're already topped in the guild. T5 and T6 only. So during that time, we were sharing information back and forward. And the reason why I'm making this video is because if it wasn't for him telling me about the diving, He says he did 5 dive, I think in Mercia. He did 5 random dungeons, sorry, and he didn't get dived. And I'm like, I'm gonna try it. I got dived one time, and I was like, let me go to Cumbriaa. Ooh, nobody's in Cumbriaa. Let me go to Sidburry in Cumbriaa. Wow, 0 dive. Fuck yeah! And then I started doing so much that even Hellgate, when they got double buff, I was look at that video that Sorry didn't even you. You were earning so much fame, so much cash. How the hell can you test a Hellgate when you're earning this much doing random dungeon? But anyway, Jonathan, FFXYUNA from Ego, which is funny. Thank you so much for the information that you did give me during the March 20 about the 5th floor dungeon, about that one time about the dive, and about the 6.2, 5.3 maps that you're buying, whether it was worth it or not. Which in fame it was worth it, but in cash it wasn't during that time because it cost like 7 mil to actually purchase those crap. So thank you so much, Jonathan. Thanks so much, FXYUNA. You're the same person, obviously. Thank you so much. And that's it for the video.